The clock is ticking and I am not ready for this. I'm Michelle, this is my romantic tangle, and I have got a quick Flosstube update for you because that's easier than packing. I have got tonight left to pull everything together and maybe a little time over the next couple days, but honestly, I'm going to get out the door with whatever gets out the door with me, and hopefully I remember all the important stuff because packing is not my thing right now. My pet project has become down memory lane. I was fighting this one, and all of a sudden something has clicked. I have got better at the combination of needle and 3 strands and this pre-printed fabric. It's going faster. I think I finally figured out how to get my stitches right, although they will never be the perfect little X's I would like them to be. And I measured. These X's seem, the ruler tells me I'm getting about 10 stitches to the inch. I think I did it wrong because it feels like they're even bigger than that. Once I get going, it goes quickly. And this is exactly the kind of project that I need to be working on right now. Now that I'm done with the dahlia, I needed something else that works for the mood I am in. And I really believe in matching your project to your circumstances, even though sometimes matching your project to your circumstances means you are working on something that would make no sense to anyone else. At this moment, I need easy, straightforward, simple something. So in the event that I finish down memory lane before I get out of this mood and move on to more complicated things, I've got this one I could pick up and work on. This one I'm sure has a name. It is Peaceful Countryside. It is also Dimensions. It is also Charles Wysocki. And it's houses. I'm very much in a houses sort of mood. I traded for this one with someone else 20 years ago. I'm using the floss that she sorted, and part of me trusts that she did it right. And part of me goes, oh no, what if she didn't do it right? And it just now, as I'm filming this, occurred to me that I have the chart. I could get DMC conversions. I could compare these to my DMC chart, and I could know for sure whether or not she did it right. Why didn't I do that a couple years ago when I was fighting with this? Can't see the forest for the trees? Or something? But it might be time to pick this one up again, or it might not. That's fine. Cuckoo Clock is also a possibility, although I didn't grab it before I started filming. The other one that I'm thinking might be a very good candidate is Furry Friends. Furry Friends has become separated from the, what do you call it? Is it the cover of the kit? The pretty picture of the finished project that comes in the front of the kit did not get put back into my project bag at some point or other, so there are a lot of books and a clock and I think another cat or two. This is another one that might be a really good candidate to work on right now. So I've got 3 projects to put in my bag to go with me. They are all things that, looking at them, look like things that I should be happy to work on. I've got my salt boxes. I have got my sewing machine and my stack of quilting projects that I took last year and didn't get to, because I did do a lot last year. I didn't do as much as I had wanted last year. And apparently when I got home, I didn't unpack. What I will not be working on is the next No Count cross stitch. This one is Poppy, I think. Peony. That's it, it's flower. It's also from the Hobby Lobby clearance. It has everything I liked about Pink Dahlia, but I don't think I have another massive flower in me right this second. You might have already seen the other video. I washed it. The ink came out. The grid lines I was worried about came out. It's huge. Someone suggested I could use this as the center of a quilt, and that is an amazingly wonderful idea. I think I know where some pink scraps are. If I did pink and black, and I think that could be gorgeous. Now the question is, do I want a pink and black quilt with this in the center of it? So I'm not in a hurry to make decisions. I got it stitched, I got it washed. I'm happy about that. And I found something at the thrift store today in a spot where I would not have ever expected to find it. I wouldn't have ever been looking for it either. I found this. This is the 7 stitches to the inch fabric that cross stitchers use for Afghans. I always thought it was called monk's cloth, but looking online, there is also something else called monk's cloth. So I don't know if I've been wrong in thinking what this was called. I don't know if there are 2 different fabrics with the same name. Honestly, I don't care. It is the stuff you would stitch an Afghan on. It was hanging there in the bedding. It's not in any way finished. This is just yardage. 60 inches from selvage to selvage. There are 2.5 yards. This thing is massive. And it was only $3. And at the time, I'm standing there in the thrift store going, you don't need this. You already started another Afghan you didn't finish. But some floss tubers you really admire are making Afghans, and you might want to make an Afghan, and it's only $3, and you're never going to find another one that cheap. There were 2 of these. I unfolded it in the store. I don't think there's any big damage to it. And as soon as we were walking out to the parking lot, I was like designing an Afghan in my head. So not going to be doing anything with it in the immediate future, but I'm glad I bought it. Like I said, $3. Either it is going to be really, really worth it and I'm going to make an Afghan, or at some undetermined point in the future, I'm going to realize that I am never going to make an Afghan, and I am sure somebody else will take it off my hands if that happens. I should be packing. I should be getting my ducks in a row. I've been getting my ducks in a row all week, but I got a lot of ducks apparently, and I am really slow at this, and it's going to happen. Thanks for watching. I'm Michelle. This is my romantic tangle, and I'll be back with you soon.